I knew what dignity was when I was angry and jealous. So let's assume that you're driving, work for a mining company, you're driving fast in the pit. And I said, you're driving fast in the pit. Sorry, boss. I was behind and under pressure. Now, why should you never give your boss an excuse? What's the problem of giving an excuse to somebody who's your boss? If it's not your fault, what can't you do? You can't fix it. Straighting baseball coach, son said, oh, Daddy, years ago, I couldn't see the ball, but son got my eyes. Appreciate that, son. Playing on cloudy days. Oh, coach, the referee wasn't very good. Appreciate that. We'll play only when we have a perfect referee. All right? So what you're telling me, and IR Worldwide, Industrial Relations Worldwide says if you ever admit you cannot fulfill a genuine occupational requirement, you self-dismiss. So if you hire me as an IT consultant and I tell you nothing about computers, self-dismiss. You hire me as a mechanic or nothing about motors, self-dismiss. I tell Roz, my wife, I'm not going to be faithful anymore, self-dismiss. All right, anytime you admit you cannot fulfill or are not going to fulfill genuine occupation, you self-dismiss, right? So now, sorry, boss, I was behind and under pressure. I said, I really appreciate that. So what you're telling me is anytime you're behind and under pressure, you can't stop yourself being a threat to yourself and your workmates. Now, workplace health and safety said, I could go to jail. They can, I really appreciate the way you dismiss. Or let's assume you've abused a customer. So, Rachel, you've abused a customer. Oh, sorry, she's a customer from hell. And not only that other staff member abused me. Oh, look, I really appreciate your honesty, the way you self-dismiss. What do you mean? Well, what you're telling me is anytime we don't have perfect customers, perfect staff, you can't stop yourself failing. And harassing customers is against the law. I really appreciate your honesty. Can you see that? So you don't ever want to give somebody an excuse. My kids, oh, Daddy, I couldn't hear you. I appreciate that. I won't let you out the yard anymore. Oh, Daddy, didn't have time to do my homework. Good, we'll give you all next week.